Hey everybody, I said that I was going to show you how I do my coffee, and that's what's going to happen today. Obviously Death Wish. Get my scoop. 1, 2, 3. And then I've been finishing off the Ugandan out of the coffee of the month, and I've got one more scoop of it. Scoop and a half, really. That's done. There's like a few beans left. And the reason that's there is because there were so many times that I had it on there in the morning and it was clear, and I just took my scoop and dumped it right on top. So now I know when the lid is on. Alright, so that's done. I had heated my water, but so you take a Chemex filter, and let me turn on the light here, see if that helps a little bit. There we go. So it's the square natural filter, and there are 3 layers. So, well, I mean, it's literally, quite literally, a square paper. So you open it up to where the 3 are on the spout right here, and the 1 is in the back. And then you take the hot water that you've just heated, and you wet the filter a little bit, and that also heats the inside of the beaker. And so you spin it around, and then you just pour out the excess. And when I pour it, I just lift the filter up and pour it through the spout, and then it goes right back down. So then you take your ground beans. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame because I have my iPad turned around. So you take the ground beans, put them in there. Always put the cup back in your grinder because I've also ground beans and I didn't have that in there. So you just wet the beans. Yeah, I just usually go into a round circular motion to get all the beans, all the grind wet, and I fill that to the top. And you can find all kinds of videos online that tell you do a slow pour and you just continually pour it at a certain rate, and then you have a timer. Yeah, I don't have time for all of that. I know what works, and so I let all of the water seep down the first time. And when that's happening, when you see you'll see a difference here in a few minutes or a few seconds, but when the grind gets wet for the first time, it's called the bloom. And any coffee after that, made after that, is much richer. So you let the bloom sit for a minute. Usually it's like a minute 42 seconds, I think, something like that. I don't have a timer anymore. I got to a point where I was timing it every morning, and I'm like, I am so over this. I'm like, it doesn't make a difference to me as far as how the coffee tastes, because it's fabulous. So if you can see how, and I will tell you, the glass is very hot. See how the grind just kind of sticks there? That's called the bloom. So then, once that's sat for a minute, I will just pour around the edge and let the grinds filter down, because you want the water to be in contact with the grounds as long as possible. At least that's the way I like it. So I usually fill that up to the rim again, and it will start filtering down. And as you can see, the water, whoops, hopefully, sorry that there's a glare, but it's filtering in. So this method is called a pour over method. So And the beaker is a Chemex, and this is my preferred way to do coffee because the oils and everything in the coffee that you would get with like a French press, it comes out kind of oily to me, and this is by far the cleanest cup of coffee I've ever had in my life, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I still have to mix my beans with my new shipment. I just got these on Friday, and I will do that. So I'm actually kind of happy that I still have beans left in here, because some months I have nothing, and I'm using subpar beans for 4 or 5 days to get my coffee done. So I just kind of keep this filled up. And today we are going to have bulletproof coffee. And so while that's brewing, I will leave that there, and I will show you the magic. This is Kerrygold butter. Now, this is my magic bullet. Hopefully you guys can see that. And for my coffee, for my bulletproof coffee, I only use Kerrygold butter. It's grass-fed cows. And so I just kind of eyeball it. And that is about the amount of butter I use. And I put that in the fridge. And then I use coconut oil. The Trader Joe's triple filtered. This does not have a taste at all. I love it so much. And then I just get about that much and put that in. Stick that over there. And then that's all I put in there. And while that's finishing up, I am also going to, this is an espresso pod. I use it in my Nespresso machine, and I would move you, but my iPad is in a very precarious situation. So I turn it on, and I normally would, if I'm just running espresso, I'll put the cup underneath. Or if I'm doing it for the mornings, I've got a couple of the small pottery cups that I use. And Tira is very upset that I have not fed him yet. So you stick the Nespresso pod in there. Oops. Looks like I'm full, so I could just take this out, and so that's where your pods go. Stick that back in there. Stick that in. Put that underneath there. Press that button, and I usually do a long pour, and you'll see it barely coming out of there. I can tip this just, oops. Helps if I don't cover that up. So that's the espresso machine. So you try to get that back. So the coffee is done. So I pull the filter out, and I just twist the top, squeeze it just a little bit, and it's very hot. All the water. I did not, but that's all right. Put that back on, and I use a gooseneck because that gets it 220 degrees exactly. I love that about it. So now I have the espresso in this, and so I just stir it up, get all the butter and the oil off my spoon. A little cup back, and once I kind of swirl the. Do it better with my other hand. I swirl the coffee a little bit just because of the layers. So I pour that in here. And I pull out my magic bullet. Put that on there. and just stick it on. I'm going to grab a cup. This is my abominable snowman from Death Wish. So I just open this up. And in the mornings, during work days, I fill this. This is my 24-ounce Contigo. And I usually put this in, and then I can usually put in another like that. And so I'll put this in first, pour all the coffee into that, and then top it off, and then I'll pour it back into this and mix it another time. Whereas this is probably going to fill this up. So it might be a little bit less. If there's only like that much, I probably will not go back in and fill that up. So, and then I'm sure some of you are going, but Amy, how does your coffee stay hot in that glass beaker? It does not. So I have a, I need to wipe it off, a thermos. It's a restaurant grade. I picked it up at my little shop, MPS, and I just pour that in. And so I've got another couple of rounds of coffee there. And then I put the lid back on that. I just sit that over, and I'll rinse those out in a minute. But see all that lovely frothiness on there? It is glorious. It's just a creamy coffee, and it's got 1 shot of espresso in it, and little under a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of coconut oil, about a half a tablespoon of coconut oil, and it's delicious. I would not recommend doing this if you do not have a magic blender of some sort. Just blending it with a spoon does not work, and it tastes vile. So just so you know. But here you go. Cheers. That's my coffee routine. Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and today I have a custom order that I have been waiting on from Leather Imagined, Candace Smith, and I ordered a pocket or a field notes cover, and I wanted it to be a folio instead of a traveler's notebook, and I wanted it to be able to house 2 field notes. So I have one of the Lunacy and the Campfire notes. These are 2 singles that I've got. And I just wanted it to barely fit these 2, and that's it. So I asked her to do that for me, and we're going to see, you know, what happens. So I'm going to cut this open and let us hoop. Now I ordered this back in October, and ooh, sweet. And I have no idea. It was just based off of a picture. John Rush has one of the Compass covers, and in a traveler's notebook, and I loved it, and I'm like, oh, I want that. So here's hoping that it works for what I want. So, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, I don't want to ruin the packaging. Ah! Oh, that is so cute. Thank you, Amy and Joy. And I love that wax stamp with the compass. Oh, so going in my memory keeping. Okay, handmade with love. Yay! Let me see if I can get that off, because I want to keep that too. And can I just say, I have really fallen in love with the whole butcher paper kind of wrapping thing recently. Like, I totally want to do all of my Christmas packages in butcher paper and twine. I just love that look. Okay. So, ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, the color on this. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, it smells freaking divine. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The color on this is, I mean, I'm looking at the viewer right now and it does not even do it justice. Oh my gosh. That is such a pretty, a deep orange. Oh. And this is the spice leather. She brought it out for autumn and fall and winter. And so, and that compass pattern, oh my gosh. I love that. Oh, and there's her maker's mark, Leather Imagined. Oh gosh. Okay. Ah! All right, here is the true test. To see. And I told her it was for specifically 2 Field Notes books. Oh, please tell me those go in. All right, hold on. Let's stretch out the leather for a minute. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be perfect. All right, let me do that on this side too, just in case, because I don't want to bend, especially the lunacy. Oh my gosh. It goes in there like a glove. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh my gosh. I mean, she couldn't have done any better if I was sitting right next to her making it. Or watching her make it. Oh my gosh. And look at the striations in this leather. Oh, it's beautiful. And that almost looks like a pen mark, but it's part of the leather. Oh, this is so absolutely perfect. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is gorgeous. And it's embossed, so it's the design is raised. Oh my gosh. It is so absolutely perfect. And the sizing is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted done, was just to be very slim, a very low profile, just something that I can put in my bag and it just look, oh, so perfect. Oh my gosh. So there you have it. The Leather Imagined Field Notes cover. And it is exactly what I wanted. And this was a custom request. And so she sized it down so that there wasn't much overhang or anything like that at all. Oh my gosh. And this leather is perfect. So I'm trying to, I wish I could, oh, it's like a deep pumpkin color, but well, it's actually almost a rust. And oh my gosh, that design is amazing. So I will link her shop down below. But holy cow, that is some gorgeousness. I just cannot even believe how beautiful it is. So thank you very much, Candace. This is amazing. And I hope you guys, can tell just how beautiful it really is. I'm like, God, I would have even been fine without it having a elastic, but I love the elastic on it. And so now, yep, that's exactly the way I wanted it. And it is slim and small, but pretty. And oh, I love this. Absolutely love it. And I couldn't have asked for a better notebook. So thank you guys. I will be continuing on with Vlogmas, but I got this today. And like I said, I ordered it on October 25th, and she let me know on Thursday that it was on its way. So, yeah, I'm loving it. The stitching is perfect. And, yeah, it is just gorgeous. So, yay! Thank you, Candace. You did a fabulous, fabulous job. It is beautiful. And I can't say enough. I'm like, I just want to hug this. I love it so much. So, all right, you guys. I will go ahead and finish up some Vlogmases, but I had to get this open because I was like, oh, it's killing me not opening it. So, thanks. I will talk to you guys in the next Vlogmas. Bye.